Yo guys, welcome back. So I guess you know what you're going to do. And in this lesson, we are going to do the major scale. The major scale is very simple, and it is the fundamental scale every beginner must know it. You must take note that we build any other scale from this major scale. Okay. So this shows the importance of the major scale. And out of this major scale, we form major triads, minor triads. And out of this same major scale, we form any other chord. Okay, that is why we call it major scale. It implies we have other scale called minor scale. Yes, we have minor scale. We will treat it in the next video. So it is very important. Now, what does this scale mean, or even what does scale itself mean? Scale is just a combination of notes which has been placed in a particular sequence, okay, or combination of notes played in a particular sequence. So I can pick notes, this notes, this notes, this note, this note, this note. These are notes. I can play it like this. This is a scale, alright? They are selected notes which has been played in a particular sequence. So to continue, the formula of the major scale is shown on the board or on the screen. You can see it as WWH, WWWH, alright? The W, as in the previous video I mentioned, stands for whole step. And again, whole step means moving 2 steps from a key. So if I'm on this key and I tell you to move a whole step, it means you are counting 1, 2. You will land here, alright? If I'm on this key and I tell you to move a whole step, it means you're going to count 1, 2. You will land on this note, alright? So that is the meaning of whole step. And then H stands for half step, meaning move to the adjacent key, the next key, 1 step, alright? So if I'm on this key, the key of B, I tell you to move a half step, it means move 1 key forward. That is to this key, from here to here. So, how do we use the formula to construct the major scale? If you want to construct the major scale of the key of C, right, which is the play like okay, so this is the major scale of the key of C. Now, out of the 12 keys, every key has its major scale. So when I take the key of C, now the key of C becomes the key in question. Okay, so you first locate the key you want to form the scale in. Then after finding the key, you start counting using the formula. Now after locating the key, the formula says that move a whole step. That is W. Now from C, if you move a whole step, you get 1, 2, you get to D, right? From D, the formula says move another whole step. From D, you move whole step, you get 1, 2. Now from from here, the formula says move a half step, that is H. So from here, you move a half step, you get 1. Then the formula says whole step 1, 2, whole step 1, 2, whole step, it's half step, right? Whole step, so 1, 2. Then the last one is half step. So you realize that we started in the key of C and we are ending in the key of C, and it applies to all keys. And afterwards, all the notes you played, you put them together to form the major scale. So it's going to be like this. can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these numbers are called degrees of the scale. Degrees of the scale. Now I said do, re, mi. Okay, this first note becomes 1. We call it 1, first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree, fifth degree, sixth degree, seventh degree. Now you realize that if we come here, we don't say 8th degree because this is the same as this. Okay, so it's like 7, first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree, fifth degree, sixth degree, seventh degree, first degree. Alright, but in other terms, we can call this as the 8th. If this is the 7th, we can call this as the 8th. So that when we play this together, we call it octave. Okay, so take notes. It will be treated in later lessons getting to the latter part of the lesson. The tutorials. So this is the formula we use to form the major scale. And let's pick another key. For the sake of time, we might not be able to do all the scales, but if you are finding any challenge, you can put it in the comment section so that I can help you out. Let's pick the key of F, for instance. I'm going to do the major scale in the key of F. If you pick the key of F, you locate it. The formula says move a whole step, another whole step, another, then you move a half step. Okay. Then the formula continues with whole step, 1, 2, whole step, then half step. Okay, I'm taking it again. You first locate the key. Now you start from the formula W, which is whole step. So you count 1, 2. The formula says W again, that is whole step, 1, 2. Then you have H, that is half step, 1. Whole step, 1, 2. Whole step, 1, 2. Whole step, 1, 2. Then half step. Okay, then after you put all together as one. And this gives you the major scale of the key of F. Okay. Let me do the last example in the key of let me say which key? Let me say G sharp. The key of G sharp, so that you understand it clearly. So the first step is do what? Locate your key, G sharp. Now after locating the key of G sharp, the formula says you move a whole step. So you go 1, 2, another whole step, 1, 2. Then you move a half step. You move a whole step, 1, 2, whole step, 1, 2, whole step, 1, 2, then half step. Okay, then after you put it together like this, I hope you understand it. And please, if you don't understand it, don't hesitate to tell me in the comment section so that I can break it down to the simplest form for everybody to understand. Thank you, and if it's your first time visiting this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and you can personalize it so that any new videos I post, you will be able to get it. You share, then you comment. Thank you, and see you in the next video.